All right, we're kicking things off with Jigglypuff's, Kanye's Jigglypuff versus Trey's Link. This is going to be interesting.
Man, I wanted to watch this one. All right, have fun.
Later.
3, 2, 1.
Was Final Destination intentional? I don't know if Final Destination was intentional or not, but I'll go for it. All right, they're going for... I'll say I haven't seen a lot of Links too much, but I do know that Link is surprisingly more physical compared down air. Interesting offstage choice there, but okay. But yeah, I would say that Link definitely is a lot more physical this time around compared to previous outings where he was a lot more projectile based. Like, Link can throw out his Nair like nobody's business. Nair is probably one of Link's best moves. It can beat out like the majority of moves thanks to how much priority it has. That being said though, it looks like Kanye is struggling a little bit with Jigglypuff because Link is a very hard-hitting boy, especially with how light Jigglypuff is. First thought goes to Trey. I also know that Link has also become a bit of a trapper. I remember early on, a lot of people thought that Link was going to be a really good character thanks to his combo setups with his projectiles, and I'm really seeing them happen right now with Link. Ooh, good dodge there. Decided to go for a safe throw instead. They didn't want to accidentally get slept by, I almost called Jigglypuff Pikachu. Good down air, but unfortunately no follow-up. A quick reactive up B from Trey keeps Jigglypuff at bay. Interesting rollout choice. I gotta say, I'm not entirely sure why Kanye goes for... Ooh, unfortunately, they were able to roll out that up smash attempt. That being said, though, still in a really bad spot right now. With that bomb right there, I'm not entirely sure what Kanye's going to do about it. That, like I said, Link's a bit of a trapper, and that forward tilt will take it. That's a hell of a powerful forward throw, forward tilt. Mostly because I think the surprising thing is just how it's an overhead. Usually sword forward tilts are like side swings, but no. Link does an overhead. That covers a lot of ground with it. Yeah, right now Kanye is just really struggling to get in on Link right now. Trey's Link right now. As I was saying earlier, I'm a little surprised that Kanye goes for rollout sometimes. I really don't think rollout is the best move for Jigglypuff normally. Normally you want to try to... Oh, but that was an excellent bomb drop by Link. I gotta say, I am so bad at doing bomb drop with Link. I used to just like hold it and like hope that it explodes on me in previous games. Not in this game though. You have to drop it in order to actually be able to make good use of it. But yeah, Kanye is sitting in a pretty nasty 104%, and like I said, there they go. Puff is a very light child. Trey takes it with a very clean JV 3-3-3. Good Link play is so impressive to see. Bomb pressure opened up a lot of possibilities for him. Oh yeah, for sure. Like, you gotta be really careful around the bomb because the bomb can either set up for combos or it can actually kill you. It's a really terrifying thing for to get hit by Link's bomb, so you gotta be really careful with it. But Link's bomb can be also really good for you to use against them, kind of like how K-Rool's crown can be used against him. His sword also feels like a mile long now. It's hilarious because the opposite happened to Marth and Meta Knight, which freaking cracks me up. But yeah, it's just like, that was a very dominating game by Trey. Hopefully this, with all the matchups the two have done together, Kanye will be able to figure out a way to get in on Trey's Link. Sorry if I'm stuttering a bit. It's usually me trying to learn a new name. What's funnier is that it doesn't even matter for Lucina because she doesn't need to think. How dare you talk that way about my Unga Bunga wife? I do know that Kanye does rock a few other characters. I'm very curious to see how they feel about it. Are they going to be confident or not? We'll see. Yep, they put out the Dark Samus, unsurprised. Or regular Samus. We'll say this will definitely be more of a projectile game between the two because Link and Samus have pretty decent get-in options for each other. I would say Link probably has a better close game compared to Samus. Oh yeah, I forgot. Link also has his freaking sword beams that he has when he has literally 0%. That's such a silly little gimmick that they added into this game. I just find it so fucking charming as a Zelda player. It's such a silly thing too because I don't think it actually is all that useful for the most part. It's mostly good for like zoning out certain characters depending on how slow they are. Speaking of zoning out, my god, this is a very clean 0 to death at the moment. That's presumably. Watch as I completely jinx myself. Yep, there we go. Interesting how Trey's just going for an up B immediately. They could have been called out there with a charge shot and they wouldn't have been able to do anything about it. Yeah, just like that. Trey's definitely playing overall more aggressive at the moment. Like he's just throwing out projectiles left and right while Kanye's just shielding and trying to figure out when they should go in. It helps that like Link has a lot of strong projectiles, but even then, that'll be a lot. It does wear on the soul after a while. Like I know a lot of times I would recommend someone playing a more defensive role a lot of time. I'm a defensive player, but it does like get frustrating after a while because like you're just like sitting back a lot of time and you're not doing much damage. It kind of gives you a lot of concern as you're falling behind. Like Kanye loses her first stock to that up smash. It's unfortunate because like you always feel like when you're losing in the moment, you feel like you have to be more aggressive. But by doing that, that actually plays into the winner because like the winner is rocking a cool head. That's a very important thing when it comes to these kinds of games. You have to have a cool head and not freak out whenever something goes wrong or anything. You gotta be able to play patiently and, well, I wouldn't say patiently, but play as best as you can without letting your emotions cloud your judgment. The question becomes who's able to maintain their mental state. Exactly, Alpha. Completely true. Oh, that was an amazing tech by Trey. Very impressive. Actually, I'm not even sure. You know what? Now I'm starting to wonder if that was even a tech, considering he buffered an air dodge after that. You know what? Maybe that wasn't a tech. It's really hard to tell sometimes because Trey was like 155%. You would think that would be a tech situation. Samus is a very beefy girl, though. She is going to be living for a lot longer compared to Jigglypuff. So Trey is at least struggling in that regard, but also Trey is still on their first stock. I'm sure Kanye is trying to find some way to get in there. I'm kind of surprised that Kanye hasn't gone for like a grab yet or a dash attack. No, I take it back. Link is such a big fat boy. Must be all the stuff that he picked up in Breath of the Wild. Ah, there we go. And now we have Sword Beam. No, Sword Beam. I miss Sword Beam, guys. Can we get Sword Beam? Oh my god, the snipe. No fucking way. No fucking way. Oh my god, I thought for sure that the freaking arrow snipe killed him. Oh. I think they fast fell that forward air. That's so unfortunate. Man, Kanye has a lot. You know what? Never mind. Kanye's actually racking up some damage here. Hopefully they can follow up on that. Man, can I just say I love that spin attack is actually used in Link combos now. I always thought that spin attack was one of Link's worst moves, but the fact that they buffed it in such a way to actually make it viable to use as a kill option, that makes me so happy as a Zelda fan. And man, it's also freaking weird seeing Link not have a hook shot. I gotta be real with you, seeing Link crouch there is fucking terrifying because I'm pretty sure that blocks the charge shot, and that takes it. Trey enters into the semifinals.